time, getting to know the person behind the name.
Phillippa, could you please just tell us a bit about yourself, your background, where you're from, and where you grew up?
Okay. I grew up as a transracial adoptee in Johannesburg, which means that I'm a bit mad because I never fitted in. And I went and studied journalism at Rhodes University. And my secret passion was always to do theatre and perform. And so after some time, I saved up my money and took myself to theatre school. That's what I've been doing for most of my adult life.
But you spoke about you never fit in because you were from a transracial family. Has it made a difference within your life now?
Definitely. I think because I've always felt like an outcast, I developed a very rich imagination. And there's skills that are associated with being an outsider and how you negotiate your place in the world that definitely are worthwhile. I try to look on the bright side of things. Otherwise, I think also the fact that I felt like an outsider meant that I was always reading outside of what was prescribed. So before any of my peers and my kind of group with which my peers read Chinua Achebe or Ngugi wa Thiong'o, I was reading that. I was reading that work when I was still young, before it became popular or hip to read that work. So, I think that was part of also feeling like I wanted to find an African identity, sort of almost before the country was ready to officially do that.
And tell us a bit about your acting work.
It was always difficult to find work in the 90s because of having this like white voice and a black face, like a coconut, the original coconut. This year I wrote my first one-woman show, Original Skin, which was performed at the Market Theatre Laboratory, and it went very well. And I'm hoping to take it to Cape Town and to bring it to the Market Theatre for a longer run.
And you're also a writer?
Yes.
Tell us a bit about that, where it started and how.
Well, it was in the moment of being, this coconut actress in the 90s, of going to interviews and then people saying, sorry, you too white, or you too black. And just realizing that I don't know how much I'm going to be able to earn a living in this country, as an actress. So I thought, well, why not go to my other passion, which is writing. So I put myself through a course in script writing at Wits University, and I went into the field of television writing. Once again, I did all kinds of different things. I did Takalani Sesame, and I did Soul City, and I did Soul Buddies, and did backstage, different kinds of genres, all very rewarding, all very interesting, and very good for teaching me discipline. As a writer, I really built up my discipline in that time. But none of them could really satisfy what I wanted to express as an artist. It was very much writing for money, writing as a job. And so on the side, I was writing poetry secretly and stories. And these sort of built up to a pile. So this came out of that, which is my first book, Taller Than Buildings. It was a very, very rewarding process, and it was really wonderful. I published this book myself with a grant from the Centre for the Book. The Centre for the Book is an NGO that works through the national libraries, and twice a year they will give a 10,000 rand to the most deserving manuscript. And with that money, you can make a book. So that's what I did. I made this book. And it was wonderful because I had complete artistic freedom. I didn't have an editor breathing down my neck saying, no, you know, I think you should have your full color photograph of you in a bikini on the front cover because that sells books. No. I could actually choose myself. So I took a picture from my front door of the city. And yeah, it's from my front door. It's called Vrouwmens. Ek is die vrou wat voor die muurspieël staan. My vleis 'n paradys van sagte selluliet. Dis Vrydag aand en ek trek aan 'n glimlag that's a bit too tight. I know I can do this if I just ek roer en ek roer en ek roer en ek roer. Speaking of coffee, I'm mulatto caffeine. I'll sing you off to sleep and chuck a full bucket of water over your dreams. I am what I am and ek is wat ek is. I can share a couple of tricks with you, if you lust. You know, ek was eens the sweetest cherry this side of Olifantsfontein. If I can just get into these jeans, damn it! I remember what it was like to be 18.
It's quite a mixture of feelings, you know. What inspires your poetry? What inspires the work that you do?
Usually this urgent need to say something about my life. Usually an urgent, a need. And also, I quite like making people laugh. So that one was kind of from that kind of perspective of just looking at myself in the mirror, trying to fit into a pair of jeans, and just as a woman growing older, you know, coming to terms with my body, you know.
And what advice would you have for younger people who are interested in getting into art?
I think a lot of people come to art because of wanting to heal themselves, wanting to express themselves, wanting to reflect on the pain and painful things that have happened in their lives, and also because they want to be successful. They want to earn money, they see what's available and how some artists live. And I think that the reason why you become an artist, if you become an artist because of wanting to heal yourself, is a good reason. And you may not end up on the front cover of Tribute or Time magazine or on television every 5 minutes. That isn't success as an artist. For me, success is earning a living doing what you love doing. And it's something that you really, really have to fall in love with over and over again, because like all relationships, it gets very difficult sometimes being an artist, and you don't get rewarded and you feel like you're not good at it, and you know, you've got to keep doing it. You've got to just practice the art. Just keep putting things out there. Keep making things, showing people, stick around with people that support you, and just keep going.
Thank you so much for talking to us, Phillippa. Nice and early.
It's a pleasure.
I'm sorry for making you jump up so early in the morning.
It's fine, I needed to clean the kitchen anyway.
But thanks a lot for talking to us. Really appreciate it.
It's a pleasure.
Well, guys, that's it from us and Phillippa. We'll see you again next week. Bye.